Hey movie lovers, I'm Alan.
And I'm Oliver.
Welcome to Real Movie Grade.
Today we're going to review the Meyerowitz Stories.
The Meyerowitz Stories, it's a Netflix movie, I believe.
Yeah, Netflix movie came out late last year.
It's still in the popular on Netflix category for me. So it's getting some views out there, so we decided that we'd go over it. I'll just come right out of the gate and say that I gave it a D.
Yeah. And I gave it a B+. So we are on opposing ends of the spectrum.
You said that like you were agreeing with me, but...
Yeah. Well...
I did give it a D.
I gave it a B+. And here's the reason why I'm happy about this, is because we're trying to show that not everyone's going to agree on the way that we grade movies. But what we want to show you is why we disagree on the way that we grade these movies. So hopefully Real Movie Grade continues to provide you with useful information as to what makes a movie good, what makes it bad, and why you can agree or disagree on a movie.
So with that said, I gave the screenplay a 2 out of 5.
Okay. And I gave it a 5 out of 5. In fact, if I could give it higher than a 5, I would. But we try not to weight any one particular part of a movie too much. I thought that the screenplay and the script was really well written in the sense that it was the closest you could get to natural speaking in real life. So if like you have the scale of this movie, and then you have like stuff like that Aaron Sorkin writes, and it's really unnatural and everything is really well crafted and people speak in monologues. Nobody does that in real life. In Meyerowitz Stories, they talk like they do in real life. They run over each other. They mess up their words. They miss the other person's point. A lot of that happens.
So I agree with you that those things were happening, but I basically gave that credit to the actors and the performance. Yeah. So I gave that area 4. I also gave the area of pace and timing a 4 because I really liked that. So the movie had different. It was broken down basically into chapters or different sections where it followed one character then the next, and we didn't go backwards at all to understand that character's perspective of the story. The storyline kept moving, and then we just shifted who we were viewing it with. So I felt like that was a really cool decision, and none of our time was wasted. We didn't rehear the same thing, like just with one word different from a different angle in the room. So I really appreciated that. Now, were areas that I hated. I thought that a lot of it was just average. The wow for me. This film felt like a Wes Anderson light to me. It was just awkward. It felt like they were just trying to be awkward just to be awkward, without much point to it.
Sure. Okay. So, and that's where I would disagree. Coming from Los Angeles and having a little bit of background in kind of that the arts side, and then also spending time in New York there too. Like sometimes art people, and this movie is about art people. Art people are a little weird. They get a little into their artwork. And so I really appreciated the nod to that. But I also thought that it was cool that it was being really self-deprecating about it. Like they were willing to say, hey, we're kind of weird, and we know we're kind of weird. As opposed to, what's that movie from a few years ago? Birdman. Yeah, Hollywood loves itself. No, I mean, this movie was like, hey, we're artists and we're a little weird sometimes. That's okay.
I understand your point. Yes, oftentimes artists are weird, but when you're sitting next to somebody that's weird on the bus and they keep bothering you and talking to you, you don't sit there through the rest of your ride. You get up and you move to another seat. And if I didn't have to finish this movie, I would have gotten up and moved to another seat.
All right, cool. Well, regardless, now you know why we rated this movie the way we did. Each category itself has its own merit, and you want to rate each category based off of how you feel about that particular category. So I gave it really high ratings on its acting and its screenplay and its pacing, and that's where we had some differences.
Yeah. It happens.
Thanks again for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, find us on Facebook and Twitter, and join in the comments below and let us know what you think on how we can improve the Real Movie Grade system.
What are you, an auctioneer? Hey, don't forget to watch the playlist to my left. What is Real Movie Grade? It's going to help you better understand the Real Movie Grade system.